वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह. Hello and welcome to new session of Awaj the Voice. My name is Tanpreet Singh and I will give you update on the latest news. Talking about headlines first. Trump to pause promised tariffs to Canada and Mexico for 30 days after speaking with Trudeau. Taiwan detects 11 Chinese aircraft, 6 vessels around its territory. Egyptian President King of Bahrain emphasized need to implement Gaza ceasefire. Trump wants Ukraine to supply rare earth minerals to US in exchange for future aid. Amazon warehouse closure in Quebec have led to thousands of layoffs. Punjab opposes Avara's jail transfer in Supreme Court of India. The fracking frenzy in DC and Texas is leading to record-breaking earthquakes. EV rebates are disappearing in Canada. What does that mean for market? Some BC schools cancel in-person learning as snow batters South Coast Vancouver Island. 200 Indians deported from US. Surprise checks held to check sale of Chinese kite string in Patiala, Punjab. Now, news with full explanation. US President Donald Trump dropped his plan to levy tariffs on Canada for at least 30 days after Prime Minister Justin Trudeau made a series of commitments on Monday to improve border security. That means there is a ceasefire in trade war that had the potential to inflict major economic pain on the workers and business on both sides of the border. The country can let out collective sigh of relief, at least for now. Trump signaled he is not yet done with Canada, saying today he is still looking for some sort of final economic deal with country down the line. President Donald Trump said on Monday he wants Ukraine to supply the United States with rare earth minerals as a form of payment for financially supporting the country's war efforts against Russia. Trump, speaking to reporters at White House, said Ukraine was willing, adding that he wants equalization from Ukraine for Washington's support. We are telling Ukraine they have very valuable earth rares, Trump said. We are looking to do a deal with Ukraine where they are going to secure what we are giving them with their rare earths and other things. It was not immediately clear if Trump was using the term earth rares to refer to all types of critical minerals or just rare earths. Rare earths are a group of 17 metals used to make magnets that turn power into motion for electric vehicles, cell phones, and other electronics. There are no known substitutes. The US Geological Survey considers 50 minerals to be critical for the country's economy and national defense, including several types of rare earths like nickel and lithium. In addition to the roughly 2,000 employees laid off by Amazon after the company announced it would be closing its Quebec warehouse, more than 2,500 other people employed by smaller carriers subcontracted by company have also lost their jobs. The shockwaves from the announcements last week by the US online retail giant continue in the province as closures are expected to take place over several weeks, concluding on March 22. Quebec's Labor Ministry says it's received notices of mass layoffs from 23 logistics and transportation companies linked to Amazon, known as Delivery Services Partners (DSPs). The Punjab government on Tuesday opposed Beyant Singh's murder case convict Jagtar Singh Hawara's petition seeking his transfer from Tihar jail in the national capital to a jail in Punjab, saying he can't be shifted to Punjab as he was tried in Chandigarh. In Punjab, he has no claim. If at all he is to be transferred, it is to the UT of Chandigarh Punjab Advocate General Guminder Singh told a bench led by Justice B.R. Gavi, adding a similar petition filed by Hawara was dismissed by Delhi High Court in 2018. A US military plane is at present en route to India, carrying a batch of 200 illegal migrants who are being deported. The plane is scheduled to land at Amritsar around 9 a.m. on Wednesday. Most of those being deported are from Punjab or neighboring states. This is first such deportation in Donald Trump's second tenure as US President. He took over January 20. The US is using a C-17 Globemaster military plane which is scheduled to land at Amritsar around 9 a.m. on Wednesday. US Customs and Border Protection security agents guide detained migrants to board a US Air Force C-17 Globemaster III aircraft for removal flight at Fort Bliss, Texas, Reuters, which is expected to refuel at Ramstein Air Base in Germany during its journey before landing at Amritsar. It is for the first time that US is using a military plane to deport illegal migrants to India. In the past, all deportations to India have been on board commercial planes. The C-17 uses jet engines like regular commercial planes, has a toilet on the board and seats are configured for movements of US troops. The Indian Air Forces uses the same plane. A US Embassy spokesperson in New Delhi said, United States is vigorously enforcing its border tightening immigration laws and removing illegal migrants. These actions send a clear message: illegal migration is not worth the risk. The Regional Office of Punjab Pollution Control Board (PPCB) in Patiala has conducted extensive inspections at various locations in district Patiala to curb the sale and purchase of banned Chinese kite string. The inspections took place. Besides, the surprise checks were also carried out in Patra, Smana, and Rajpura. During the inspections, no shop was found selling the banned Chinese kite string. That's all for the today's news session. Now it's time for learning the new Punjabi word of the day, and that is Danda, D-A-N-D-A, which means stick in English. And the puzzle of the day is: the more you take, the more you leave behind. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? Reply in comment section. I will be happy to see the answer. Thanks for watching. I would like to thank our sponsors, TRX, a unique designer name in the world of fashion and comfort. If you want to join our team, send your details at awazthevoice@yahoo.com. Don't forget to like, share, and follow Awaz the Voice for more quick updates. See you next time. Bye.